EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Washington Redskins. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On first down, it's Haskins. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7, past the 30 to the 32. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Haskins on 3rd down. And he finds McLaurin. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Mike 5-4, Mike. Go, go. Mike 5-4. Here I come.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Now Haskins on first down, and he finds the tight end, Reed. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Ready. 18 data. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there. Fast. Mike, check. 59. Hey, here I come. Here I come.
From the gun, Haskins on third down. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I'll take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Second and 7 at the 33-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Second down, Haskins. And Diggs has it. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jordan Franks, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Set the engine. I don't even know why this team showed up.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. Tackled there by Monte Nicholson. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Hines. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Hines on a toss play. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
The Redskins on 3rd down, putting an extra man here in the secondary. They run with Hines. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. Second and 10 now. Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyus Bowser coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
That's the
6-0 our score after one. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down.
Let's get off the field, D.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
They'll start on the ground with Hines. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, it's Hines. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again.
From the gun on third down, Bell. And that is incomplete.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes Those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
At the 14-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Haskins to throw on second down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Makes it 3rd and 7.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. That's it. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. What's the correct?
Third down. Here's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Now it's Hines. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go, defense. 58, come on. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
2nd and 9 now. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check your hot read. Slam, slam. Go, go.
Now a toss play. It's Hines. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And a bit of a daunting task here for this offense as they'll start out at the 1-yard line.
I guess you could easily say there's a whole lot of real estate in front of them if they want to achieve their goal, which is get to the other end zone.
And 99 yards to go if they want to do just that. A big play there out of Gywu. 68 yards. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
You got it.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Colts' 29-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now it's Haskins. Incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, here's Love. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.